A new window to our world, a new vision that immerses us, that surrounds us within our senses, that allows us to see and feel every action as it happens in front of our eyes, and hear every sound that is captured around us. The closest possible reality that will become a part of our daily lives and captivates us in an unprecedented way like never before. A new reality that was never possible. Now let me introduce you to that reality.
Suave Tech.
What's up, Suaves? Welcome to Suave Tech. I'm your host, Semi Suave. On today's episode, we will be discussing the best QLED 8K TV in 2020. So basically, the QLED 8K TVs from Samsung will be released around the spring in the US or end of the year in 2020 in Australia and Europe. So basically, a lot of people are hesitating or contemplating or thinking about getting one of those 8K TVs to watch 8K content on it. However, they're a bit concerned about the upscaling. I know some of the YouTubers have actually done reviews on the new Samsung QLED Q800T, and game mode wasn't quite impressive. There was quite a bit of grey coloring as well as a little bit of blooming and banding here and there when playing games, even though it was very, very smooth. I'm going to take you through some of the big reasons why I think that 8K TV that I will be discussing now will be the best 8K TV to go for. I always say go hard or go home. So the best choice 8K QLED TV for me will be the QLED 8K Q900T and Q950TS. TS means slim, so it will have a slimmer bezel. It will have the One Connect box, whereas the Q900T will be slightly thicker because it's going to have the power supply and the chipsets and several hardware parts built into it on the back of the screen. So it will be slightly thicker. However, it will not have the One Connect box. Both TVs are exactly the same specs, the Q900T and the Q950TS. The only difference is the 950TS will be a smaller bezel and just a One Connect box. Now, some of the biggest features and the advances on those models that I would get over the Q800T or any previous 8K QLED TVs such as the Q900R and the Q950R is the upscaling and the colors on the actual TV for the 2020. The first feature that is going to be introduced in those QLED 8K TVs will be the Quantum AI upscaling, to upscale all the content to 8K using deep learning. So basically, there's a lot of improvement happening in the Q900T and the Q950TS. They will have better color improvement, better contrast, and better performance in the processor. They will also have a large number of local dimming zones, which helps with the colors and the contrasts when you're watching those kind of scenes. And I would say Samsung, even though they haven't announced it, but I would say it will be around 96 or more than 96 local dimming zones to present a great contrasted color screen, great quality without any grays or blooming in the dark when you're watching those contrasted scenes. Now, the next feature that I will be discussing is the Ava Active Voice Amplifier. So basically, when it comes to sound innovations, this is one of the first sound innovation that Samsung are introducing, which has real-time voice clarification. Now, the Samsung sound innovations have been refined to give the meaning of sound in TV experience. So they've introduced what we call an object tracking sound, where you feel the sound that follows the object in every scene. The second option is the Q Symphony, which allows you to surround yourself using a soundbar and the TV sound synchronized together. And the third feature, which I just mentioned, was the AVA, which is active voice amplifier, so you can catch every word, every dialogue with real-time voice clarifications. The next feature for the 8K Qled TVs that will be coming out in 2020, which is the Q900T and Q950TS, is the video format for 8K. This is the AV1 codec, which includes HDR10 Plus for YouTube, and YouTube will be releasing this around mid or third quarter of this year. So these are some of the features, and these are very strong, capable features that Samsung have updated and improved on from last year's models, which are the Q900R and Q950TS. Now, if you are a gamer and you want a great TV, please go for the Q900T and Q950TS. These are great TVs, great coloring, better than the Q800T, and they will basically have a lot of firmware updates in the future to improve the technology. And before you actually make that decision, I would highly recommend you to watch more reviews that are coming up from that TV on YouTube and on the internet, so you can make a decision. But just take your time, be patient, and wait until the end of the year before you buy one of those TVs, so you can use it with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X console. Both TVs will have HDMI 2.1. Both TVs will have a 4K 120Hz with FreeSync 2, which is the FreeSync Ultimate, now renamed as FreeSync Premium Pro on AMD website. And also there may be an update for G-Sync, but Samsung is still waiting on that, so we'll see how that goes. But as far as the picture quality, sound, features, and the gaming is concerned, I would highly recommend the Q900T or the Q950TS. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed these episodes. Feel free to click the like button, comment, as well as share that video on YouTube and on social media. Until next episode, stay suave. Bye for now.